The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the views of our guests. The views and the opinions of the guest do not represent nor reflect the views and opinions of the Lockoutman channel, nor its host. Our guests' opinions are their own. This channel is for educational, entertainment, and informational purposes only, and utilizes fair use materials in accordance with applicable laws.
What if drivers going to Tri-C CDL program over there in Euclid, Ohio, was the smartest decision a new driver could make? Imagine drivers getting your CDL without breaking the bank. With small classes, one-on-one time with the instructors, and with job placement lined up before you even finish the program. That is what Cool Bro, my guy, he recently asked me about CDL B. Now he's asking me about the Tri-C CDL program located in Euclid, Ohio. I think this is a good time to break this down for him.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
What's going on, drivers? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for listening. I am Lockout Man, and our story begins with another question from our guy, Cool Bro. Bro, thank you very much. 216 in the house, my guy. He came back with another long questions in the email that I just received not too long ago. I am back. He wants to know my experience with Tri-C Trucking Academy, better known as Transportation Innovation Center, located in Euclid, Ohio. He wants to know if Tri-C offers tuition help, what's their class schedules are like, how many people in the class at a time, and whether if you can get one-on-one training with the instructors. And of course, like I said, this is a long email, so it don't stop there. He also wants to know if Tri-C helps students get jobs after they graduate. He also wants to know if you get the learner's permit before you go to class, and whether or not they connect you with beginner-friendly companies like dump trucks, school buses, and waste management, and more. A lot of good questions, my guy. So let's get right into it, man. So from my experience, right, because I went to Tri-C Trucking Academy. It wasn't the Innovation Center name. It was Tri-C Trucking Academy. I went there sometime in August, dropped down the money, and I think my time started in September. So I got winter driving experience. I mean, it was snowing. You know how it is in Cleveland. But getting that winter driving experience helped me out a little bit more than I think was somebody would get like summer or spring training experience. At least you get experience in incumbent weather, snow on the ground, ice on the ground. You get a chance to operate the truck in those type of conditions. So for me, getting that experience worked it well for me. But this is what I can share, because like I said, it's been over 10 years since I got my license from them. I could tell you what I know now. All right. Grants and financial help. Yes. Tri-C offers help with tuition, my guy. They work with Ohio Means Jobs, Workforce Development, and other financial programs as well. If you qualify, you might get most or even all of your tuition covered. But you do need to apply early, so make sure you go to the website and see if they're still offering it. And when you get to the website, they should be able to walk you through the process. Class schedules and times. Cool Bro, they offer both morning, afternoon, evening, and weekend classes there on the campus. Now, as far as weekends go, I'm sure that they still offer that. And if they do, the time to get your license through them is going to be a little bit more, because you only go into class for 2 days out of the week instead of the full 5 days out of the week. The classes are usually Monday through Friday, and they keep a constant routine. The full-time program altogether runs between 6 weeks, maybe 4 if you catch on fast enough. It depends on whether you're going for a Class A or a Class B. Now, as far as Class B, don't quote me on this, right? Because last time I talked to them, they don't do school buses no more. So I'm not sure if they offer Class B license. But in any case, go and grab your Class A anyway. I mean, your opportunities, not just with school buses, but your opportunities will open up if you go for your Class A. So one of the biggest plus clue, bro, with a Tri-C Trucking Academy is that the class sizes is small. When I went there, it was 2, 4, 6, 8. It was 8 of us on the weekend. But they do have class sizes that range around 5 to maybe 12 at the most. It depends on the time of the year that you go. So if you go during the summertime, it probably might be a little bit more. But if you go during the wintertime, then the class sizes will probably be a little bit more smaller. That means for you, driver, that you won't be fighting for any seat time or you'll be rushed through the program. You'll have the enough time to spend with the instructors and the enough time to practice and the enough time to get what you need to learn to get your CDL. You will get individual. If I mentioned it earlier, I did say that you will get time with the instructors, especially when you're working on your pre-trip. Now, they're going to put you in a little group. They're going to go ahead and walk around the truck, let you know. They're going to give you a little cheat sheet that you're going to study every night. I'm talking about that's what I did. I went home, I went to bed, I was in the bathroom, you name it. I had that cheat sheet on me every single day, pointing out what I need to know. So when I take the test, it will come second nature. See, the way they do it, driver, is that they rotate the students on the yard and give direct feedback during backing and driving time that you have. See, if you're struggling, you can speak up, and most instructors will take the time to work with you one-on-one. And that's what I liked about it when I was there.
Do you need a permit first?
Yes, cool, bro. You do need to get your permit before you go to the school. Now, when I went, I didn't need to do that. I got my permit during the time I was in school. They gave us maybe about they gave us the first full week to get our CDL permit. Actually, it was a couple of weeks because we didn't get out on the yard until the 3rd week. But being that we went on the weekend, I would say probably maybe the 3rd or 4th Saturday and Sunday, we started to go on the yard, and that's when we actually needed our CDL permit. So yes, start getting your CDL permit now. Start learning the book. Start learning everything that you need to learn. There are some cheat codes out there. I think it's CDL Prep, CDL something else through your phone. But definitely pick up the book from your DMB and read the book. See, I'm not sure if Tri-C will cover that in your expenses. But again, when I paid for it, it was covered. So you might have to come out of your pocket and get your own CDL permit. But again, they do offer resources, and someone at the admissions can point you in the right directions to what you need to study for when you go for your permit.
Is the final test given by the instructors or the state?
Now, when I went to school 10 years ago, the CDL test out was through a third party. I believe their name was Atlas, and they was over there off of 131st. It was like a little off-site type of training. And how they did it, we went in, we had to do either not a blind side, but we had to do either a 90 back or a straight back. It's either or. It was up to the instructor's discretion. We had to do the pre-trip and all that good stuff. And then we had to go out and drive. Now, during that period, we will come around a channel, right, to go on the main street. if any of your tires, especially your trailer tires, hit that channel, you automatically failed. And that's what happened to me. I was so happy that I was able to get everything else out the way. We got into the truck, I got onto the road, and that first channel turn got me. But when I came back, I knew what to do. I slid the tandems a little bit, got around that curve. They're going to take you down the street. You're going to hit a highway. Once you get on the highway, you're going to do some highway driving. Then you're going to come off the highway. You're going to do a couple of stops. They're going to check and making sure that you scanning your mirrors, making sure that you doing your blinkers and everything like that, making sure that you know what you're doing. And if you testing out in the manual, they're going to make sure that you don't stall out the truck, because if you do, that's an automatic failure. But this time, that was 10 years ago. This time, Tri-C have in-house instructors that will take you out for your road test. That means if you pass, it is official. The test takes place on site at the facility, bro, which eases a lot of tension for you because you're already familiar with the course at the school.
Job placement help.
Yes, cool, bro. They do offer job placement. And they used to, for the first couple of years, they would send me emails of local jobs, over the road jobs, dump truck jobs. They haven't been sending me any job placements as of late. But like I said, within the first 2 years, they will send you a list of jobs that are available for you so you can go ahead and fill out some applications. They do invite recruiters. When I was there, it was U.S. Express, it was Yellow at the time, it was Conway at the time, and I believe it was a couple of others that came through, Warner, Swift, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I remember. Of course, I went with U.S. Express. I wish I would have known. Well, you know what? You know what? With U.S. Express, I'm kind of glad that I did go the route that I went with U.S. Express, because I was lucky. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I was lucky when I got with U.S. Express. The instructor there, old guy, he was the one that gave me my shot. So shout out to him. He retired right after he passed me and gave me my upgrade to the truck at U.S. Express. Shout out to him. Would I do it all over again? Maybe not with U.S. Express, but yes, I would go through the process all over again. But back to what we're talking about. See, Tri-C, they will share job leads for Class A and B positions, including companies like Republic, Kimball, Waste Management, and more. And they got leads on school bus companies as well. So drivers and cool, bro, again, thank you very much, man, for, getting back to me and asking me these questions. I'm glad that I was able to help you out.
Hold on.
We're sipping on some Celsius green apple cherry today. Make sure you pick this up at your favorite truck stops. Green apple. That's some good stuff right there. So drivers, if you're looking to get into trucking and you're in the Northeast Ohio, especially in the Cleveland or the Euclid area, Tri-C is solid and it's affordable. They're respected and they offer a balance of learning environment. Listen, with Tri-C, man, you will not feel like you're in the crowd. You'll get real-time training, real-time feedback, real-time connections that could land you a job in trucking or any other industry that requires a CDL A or CDL B fast. And for you, cool bro, man, listen, this is what I need you to do, man. I need you to be proactive, apply early, get your permit, ask questions, and take advantage of everything that Tri-C has to offer. This is your career, my guy, so treat it like it is. Drivers, thank you very much for listening and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions or stories that you'd like to share with me, hit me up. Hit me up at lockoutmenpodcastguest@gmail.com. Until next time, drivers.
What if more people knew about programs like Tri-C that actually give you a shot without burying you in debt? Have you gone through Tri-C's CDL program or one like it? What was your experience like? Did you get the support and training you needed? Shoot your stories over to lockoutmenpodcastguest@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you got something out of this. And as always, stay safe, drivers.